Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I've got just a quick video because I was sent a cool tool. I am helping them with their prototype, giving them some feedback, and they said I could share with you guys, and I think it's a pretty cool idea. Is it applicable for everybody? Of course not. Like most niche tools, it's gonna hit the right person, and for those people, it could make a ton of difference, save you time, save you money. So what is it? Without further ado, let me flip you around and show you what we got. So what we have here is, once again, a prototype. It's a 3D printed tool, and I'm assuming that the real version is gonna look even cleaner, even better. But what this is a mounted tool that's gonna go on maybe your chop saw, miter saw, your cut station, whatever that is, and it is going to be able to give you an accurate readout of a dimension without ever having to pull back your tape measure. Now, this isn't the first product of its kind on the market. I've seen some other similar products, but this one is aimed to be, very cost effective. And, most importantly though, how effective is it? How accurate is it? And how easy is it to use? So here's what I've found out. It's got this clip system on the back, okay, and that is what's going to lock on. It's really hard to do with one hand. So there we go, that's a little bit better. We've got this clip system, you can see that, and it will lock into place, unlock it by squeezing and pulling this trigger. So pretty intuitive, very easy, and this is made to snap onto your fence. Let me show you. So here I've got the 12-inch Milwaukee miter here, and I can just take it, open it up, lock it down, and now it is secure here on the fence. Yeah, I'm sure if you hit it really hard, it might wiggle around, but that's pretty good. Now you notice this leg drops down. I think it's supposed to stay, you hear that click? Remember, this is a prototype 3D printed version, or maybe this is just how it's supposed to be. It comes down and stays right here on the surface of your miter saw. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on now that we have it mounted. And you'll see it's gonna default here. It's at centimeters. I can change it to inches in decimal format, or foot, inch, decimal, or foot, inch, eighth of an inch. And what that is I will get to it, is the distance I programmed it to be off of my blade. Now, if I go ahead and continue to push buttons, you can see all the different options for how you want it to read your measurement. I think this is probably supposed to be 0 inches. Remember, this is a prototype. I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's say the way this works, and I haven't put a ton of time behind it, but it is pretty cool. I'm gonna insert my lumber here, and you'll see that the measurements have changed. What you're gonna do is you're gonna butt it into your blade, okay? Butt it into your blade, and you're gonna hit the button here that shows your material next to your blade. Now, it's gonna go back to that 1/8 inch, but you'll notice it's -1/8 inch because right now, it's waiting for me to push it 1/8 of an inch to then be on the other side of my blade. That is gonna give me the edge of my blade when I roll it through. So let's go ahead and let's just make a cut. Let's say, we'll go 1 foot. So we're just gonna push it out 1 foot right there. I already know that's a 0. I think there's a problem with the LCD. Who knows? I don't know. Let's go ahead and make a cut, and then we'll check it for accuracy. Okay, so here's my board that I just cut, and we've got a Stanley Fat Max, which we can always count on to be accurate. So I don't know if you can see that, but I would say that is pretty much, I don't know how it could be more accurate. And you might be saying, well, yeah, but how quick is it? How fast is it? All that good stuff. Let's just go ahead and cut another one. Let's say you put your material in. We're gonna go ahead and hit our 0. And let's say we want 9 inches. We're just doing a 9-inch block. Now remember, I haven't had to pull my tape measure out. I don't have to line up a mark to the saw blade and make sure that it's perfect. I've got 9 inches on the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and make my cut, and this should be even more accurate because I've got 2 clean cuts. See if I can get that to line up with my camera. That is pretty killer. Now, obviously, you're going to be limited to whatever saw this can mount to. I think it can mount to most saws. It was not able to mount to my Hitachi or Metabo HPT 7 1/4 sliding miter saw because the fence was too low. However, I think with modification, it can fit on anything, or if you've got a dedicated, miter saw station in your shop. Obviously, the other thing that you've got to worry about is I can't cut a 2x4 up and down. I would have to be higher up on my fence, but this thing is adjustable, so it will go down to whatever your material is. So this is the limiting, this right here is your limiting factor on, what dimensions you could go off of. But I just think it's cool, man, because, everybody's looking for ways to be faster, more accurate, less room for error. I mean, it is not hard to stick this in here, touch your blade, zero it out, call out a measurement, whatever, 10 inches. Not having to line up anything, not having to pull out a tape or anything. It's just you're reading this number, which I know is not right, but we know that's 10 at this point. Checking it for accuracy, and we are spot on 10 inches. Hopefully you can see that. It's kind of hard to line up with the camera angles, but I can promise you it is dead accurate, 10 inches. Every time I've checked it, it has been perfectly accurate. So obviously this was just a prototype demo. They reached out to me because they can tell I love tools. I obviously have an audience. I kind of know what I'm doing. I'm somewhat of a professional builder, so I have, some experience with a lot of different tools, and they wanted my feedback on this. I think it's a cool niche tool. I think it's one of those geeky things that I love. No doubt in my mind, the price point is going to have to be perfect because these things are pretty easy to come by. They're cheap. You don't have to worry about it breaking. However, I think if I was, going to be doing, let's say, a lot of shop cutting, and I didn't want to invest in one of those huge industrial systems that, have a computer map out all the measurements in the wood and then you're able to cut them. This is a pretty cool prototype tool that I think will find its way into a lot of markets, a lot of people that just are looking for, a nice, accurate, easy way to get cuts. I can imagine this on, let's say, a siding job where you're always getting guys yelling out measurements from up on a ladder or up on a set of, plank scaffolding or something. And the guy that's making cuts never has to pull out his tape measure. Once this is mounted, once it's calibrated, you're going to town. And I'm assuming, and I should do this maybe, and maybe I will, set it up on my cut hub, try it out over the course of like a 16-foot piece of lumber. You guys know I love LP SmartSide. That comes in 16 feet. Is it as accurate across the material on 16 feet as it just was here with our 6, 10, 12-inch measurements? That is to be determined. I just wanted to kind of feel you guys out. Is this something that's totally crazy, or is it a pretty cool tool that for the right price you would buy it? I have no idea what they're going to charge for it. I didn't ask. I just said, yeah, I would love to take a look at your prototype, give you guys some feedback. And when they said I could share it with you guys, I obviously, I just love to hear everybody's opinion. And I think it's just cool to share a cool tool. And I am kind of geeky. I like to see technology in our tools. So there you go, M1 Caliber. This is from Reekon Tools. I think they are on Instagram. That's how they reached out to me. And I don't know what the time frame is, but as I get more information, I will definitely let you guys know. So drop any questions down below in the comments, and we'll go from there. But just a short, quick video, a little bit of a unique tools day. And hopefully, I don't know, hopefully it's got somebody thinking or wanting this for a future project or somewhere that they could see it, and hopefully it helps you, because in the end, that's why I do these. I am sending this back. It's just a prototype. I just wanted to help them out, but who knows, maybe when it comes out, I'll get one and use it more and then show you guys just how good or bad it is over the lifetime, because that's another big thing. This is a prototype. I've had it for just a little bit of time and barely used it, but it is pretty cool. So we'll catch you guys later on the next one.